Yes, sir. Y'all already know what the fuck going on. It's the one and only Miho King, back with another NBA 2K20 My Paul Grind video. And yes, y'all can see today I'm on the twos, and coincidentally I'm playing with a random. Standing around, Superstar 3, send me an invite. Like, okay, this could be cool. So I go check him out, check out his win percentage, trying to see how good he really is. Cause I don't want to get out here with a random and then I'm testing my luck and it don't work out. So when he came to the twos, I'm like, okay, I don't really play twos, so he might be a tryhard. I feel like, no disrespect to anybody who plays twos, but most people who play twos are tryhards. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I know how this goes. And I really struggle on the twos, to be honest, because of the defensive purposes, or I guess the one-on-one gameplay. It's not the defensive purposes, it's just the one-on-one thing. It's kind of crazy to me. It's just a bunch of screens, pretty much that's it. But this went pretty smooth. We didn't run into any tryhards, which is crazy. And most of the time when I'm playing Park, it's hard for me to find the game on the threes because nobody ever wants to play it. Most parks I go to or load up into, they're usually playing two. The twos courts are always jumping. So maybe I gotta figure out how to get into the twos. Maybe a better idea than trying to run these threes all the time. And from that shot, I knew it was gonna be all right. Cause a lot of people I play with randoms and they can't green. They make shots, they don't green shots. Him greening his first one gave me a little confidence in him. And then he greened the second one, which really put me over. I was like, okay, we're gonna be all right. But I find it funny that playing with randoms, you have to fill out a random and understand how he likes to play. So we're playing twos. On twos, usually you got a guy who sets a screen, the center who sets a screen, and you got the big who either can pick and pop or usually pick and roll. Most centers on the twos can pick and pop though. So I'm a pick and pop center. So I'm trying to decide if I need to set him screens or I let him ISO. So the first couple of plays I let him ISO to see if he could score on his own, not knowing. He had moves to get open. They just weren't great, but he had enough of them to get open. So I'm like, okay, I guess at this point I'll just start setting screens. Because in twos, I mean, that's what most people do. So I'm like, okay, I'll just pretty much set him a screen, help get him open, make it easier. But thankfully these guys weren't very good. So it was a great first game for us to get to know each other's game style. Like basically, if he likes screens, if he don't like screens. Knowing his shot tendencies, where he prefer to shoot from, so I know where to give him screens at. And vice versa with me, him learning where I like to get my shots from. If I'm a pick and pop center or a pick and roll center. But we figured it out relatively quick, and the gameplays were smooth. No hard games. Most of the games were very easy. Also, what you'll see in this video, as you just saw, is me missing a ton of threes. I guess I wouldn't say a ton, but I missed a lot of threes. And it was like some of my catches, sometimes when I catch the ball, my gather is kind of rough because the catch animations, and it really throws my jump shot release off. So sometimes I release my shot wrong. As you guys can see, I'm still using the Zach LaVine jump shot. Still working for me. It's a great defensive stop. But the Zach LaVine jump shot is definitely still working for me. So I'm still using it. And I've been thinking about going back to the Rudy Gay jump shot because I'm a creature of habit and I love that jump shot. And not to mention, I really found the most success with that jump shot. So I'm more accustomed to it. So I really think about going back to it. And maybe switching the badges around to try to benefit the actual jump shot. Because the jump shot is good, it works. I just think my badges need to be tempered with a little bit. Once I figure out the entirety of the badges, which ones I need for the jump shot, then I should be fine. More so what I do is, that was a great layup by him. Also what I do is I try jump shots out just to see how good they are. And sometimes it'll be a random jump shot, maybe for a game or two, just to see how good it is. Zach LaVine wasn't given to me by anyone. I just tried it. Trey Burke, I see Ticino use Trey Burke's jump shot, so I've tried that one. And my first day using it, it was all greens. Al Green's great jump shot. But subsequently, the more I used it, the more I realized it wasn't for me. And he has his quick draw on silver. My quick draw is on gold. Actually, it's on Hall of Fame at this point, but it was on gold at the time I had it. And even then, that seems really fast for me. When I'm using the Rudy Gay jump shot, I complain about how slow it looks sometimes, but then I go get Trey Burke's jump shot and it's extremely fast and it's too fast for me. So trying to find that happy medium basically to get the right jump shot and the speed of the jump shot down. I think the Rudy Gay jump shot probably will end up being what I go back to probably in the next video, just to see how much better it's either gotten or how much more consistent I could be with it. And since we're talking about jump shots of the meta, or meta jump shots, let's talk about archetype meta. Point guard archetype meta. I think it's the playmaking shot creator. I'll say it was the playmaking shot creator when the game first came out. When the game first came out, play shots were definitely the meta, for sure. Most players who made points had the playmaking shot. And if you guys know, like I know, when the game first came out, the leaning shots were so broken on this game that a playmaking shot was literally OP. There was no stopping them. And even with the bigs can take leaning shots and shoot all over the place leaning. 3-level scores, they are tough to guard. I think those are like small forward metas. I see a lot of 3-level scores, small forwards, or slashers. And the crazy thing about the archetypes this year is the archetypes have names, but it doesn't define how their players play. Like I've played against a glass cleaner, and the glass cleaner, first 2 shots of the game, both were threes. He greened both of them, and I'm thinking like, when the glass cleaner starts shooting. So trying to figure out the meta. I think the archetypes just pretty much tell you what the guy you're guarding or the guy you're making is most suitable at. Like a glass cleaner, his highest quality is his rebounding, true enough, but that doesn't necessarily say he can't shoot the ball or he can't drive. So I think the archetypes name you one thing, but you can pretty much do much more on the court than just what the archetype says. But let's talk about the meta for the centers. Glass cleaning locks. Glass cleaning locks is definitely the OP meta for centers. I've seen them everywhere. And the good thing about the glass cleaning locks is there's 2 variations of them. I've seen the glass cleaning locks that can shoot, and then there's the glass cleaning locks that can't shoot. So you can have a big man just sit in the paint and play defense for you. Because most times people don't make shooting bigs. So you get to a big man that can sit in the paint, make sure you don't get beat off penetration, and he plays great defense in the paint. I think that's one of the reasons I made a shooting center, to pull other centers out of the paint. Because when the game first came out, I couldn't shoot, like I said in the last video, and it made centers just sit in the paint and literally guard me or not guard me on the 3-point line while I'm jacking up shots and missing. But move forward a month or two, when my jump shots more consistent, I'm making more shots. Now bigs have to come out of the paint and guard me. And even watching twos, most people play twos. The twos are just like that. So I see a lot of shooting bigs in the twos because it's so much easier to play with them when they can make a jump shot so that the player they're playing with, their guard, can penetrate without any help. Like I said before, I think that's the greatest thing in the world, to have a big that can shoot. But the glass cleaning locks are definitely the OP archetype for centers. Like I said before, I've got an interior force. An interior force is basically a post scorer. Interior, that's an inside, and a force, just a presence inside, basically. So I'm literally just a big body in the paint that can post up and get buckets. And remember I told y'all I missed a lot of threes, there's another one. But I'm just a big body inside that can post up, but I rarely actually post up. My gameplay is almost precedented on shooting jump shots because that's what my team needs from me most times. When I'm playing twos with this guy, he needs a jump shooting big. That way he can penetrate and get open. When I'm playing threes, glass cleaning locks just sit in the paint, let me shoot. So I have to spread the court so that my teammates can get open or feel comfortability with me being open for jump shots and taking them, and they can get to the rim with ease. And when I'm playing Rec's a little harder because it's 5 people on the court on each team, so always seems to be jumbled up, and I get open, but because there's so much traffic and running and moving, I'm never usually just open. But it also still allows centers to sit in the paint and do nothing. But the meta of the game is slowly changing. I don't think the center's changing much. I have not seen a lot of centers outside of certain archetypes like glass clean locks. I've seen a few paint defenders. What else? Like I said, I've seen a handful of interior forces, maybe 7. I'm trying to think of another archetype I've seen at center. The glass clean I mentioned, but I don't see a lot of. I see a handful of 3-level scores at center, but I see most of those at small forward. But the slasher build at small forward is legit a great build, in my opinion. He has the ability to shoot if you make him correctly. He can shoot. It's obvious he can drive and finish, but they are a very good archetype to use if you know how to use it or know how to set the pie chart up correctly and get the attributes out correctly. But the gameplay to me is slowly leaning toward. It's always been that way. Point guard, center. Shooting guards get a little bit of run, but most people make point guards and centers just for one. They can do this, play twos, because it's so much easier to move with a point guard when he's quicker, and then a center that can get you hard screens. And I think that's one of the things maybe put Brick Wall on, because Brick Wall helps my teammates with screens. I was about to shoot that. I probably could have shot that, but it helps my teammates with screens. It makes it easier. I'm definitely gonna shoot that. Green. But I've rambled enough about different things of the meta and things about 2K. Let's talk about more so this gameplay. This game was pretty smooth. If you look and see, we're up 16-2. Obviously, the game wasn't hard. But once again, this is me playing with a random, and for us to be dominating like this shows you that people who know the game and know how to play the game can play together whether they know each other or not. Mind you, me and this guy were not even in a chat together. We never said 2 words to each other. Bang, bang. You know what goes on. Game time. So as you guys can see, from the first 2 games, we haven't struggled, haven't really faced a challenge. And once again, I'm playing with a guy who I'm not even talking to. We're kind of just playing off of each other, making plays, making the game easy for both of us. He's making it easy for me, I'm making it easy for him. He's getting me open where I want to be open at. He's taking the shots I want to take or I like to take. I'm setting him screens, get him open, put him in the sweet spots. It's pretty simple knowing the game and knowing player tendencies. You don't have to play with a player for a long time to figure out the tendencies. Whether they like to shoot threes, drive to the rim, they need screens, or they're ISO players. Once you figure out that, you can play with a random. Moving on to game number 3. And these guys, they were different. The way they were playing was pretty different. Their offense mainly came from ISO. Pretty much both guys. And I just mentioned I haven't played a lot of post players in 2K. And funny, because here is one. And he was an interior force. Even funnier. But the interior force is the highest, I think, pot archetype for post players. Because I really never played a glass clean lock that posts me up, or a paint defender that really posts up. The interior force is the only archetype I've ever played against that actually will post me up to try to make plays out of the post. But this game started quick. It was hard hitting. We jumped out on them so quick. They really never had time to recover from the first couple of blows they took. And he's leaving him open, and he's pretty much gonna make almost every shot he takes. Besides the one he just missed, obviously. And he definitely greened a lot of them. I think his threes were, if I'm not mistaken, they were in the high 80s. And mine's maxed out at 77 at 99.9. So I'm 97 during this game, 98 I think. So my threes are like a 76, 77. As you can see, the big man really didn't want to come help, but he had to. Dump it down to me, I get an easy bucket. gameplay smooth. And another thing is like with randoms, point guards anyway, they play a lot to where they want to take a lot of shots. And I was okay with him taking shots. He wasn't taking bad shots. You have some randoms who won't even pass the ball when you get open. They'll try to force a shot up or dribble around a lot. And don't get me wrong, I played 2 before, so I know how the concept of it goes. It's most of the time the guard does all the scoring. The big either set screens and cuts to the rim or set screens and pop out for the 3-ball. Or you got some people who prefer ISO. So you get a point guard that can ISO, create his own shot. When the big man come to help, your job is to knock down shots at the beat. Like I said, I played too, so I understand the concept. I just don't like when people over dribble or overthink the game. Like, make the smart basketball play. If I'm open for a shot or a layup, dish the ball down. Make it easy. Instead of having to dribble around for the whole shot clock and then we try to bail ourselves out with a bad shot. But with this guy, that was definitely a problem. He played perfectly. Took the shots he was supposed to take, made the shots he was supposed to make, more importantly. And he swung the ball to me when I needed to have it. I took the shots I was supposed to take and I made most of them. I should probably start running 2s more because I see a lot of people, like the YouTubers, they literally only run 2s. Like Ticino only plays 2s. Po Boy Sin, I've only seen him on the 2s. And I definitely understand why. It's easier when you're basically playing one-on-one. So much easier when you don't have to account for somebody else and their bad play. Just your center. And you only play with the center you trust. Like this center. Bang, bang. Game time. But you can only play with a center you trust that you know gonna knock down shots for you. So I definitely see why they play 2s. More controlled environment. Definitely a little easier gameplay. Instead of having to play pro-am where you play 5-on-5 and you gotta account for 4 of the guys that you're not even sure what they're doing sometimes. Or playing 3s where there's possibly 2 people you aren't sure what they're doing. 2s is much easier. It's basically just mano a mano. And as you guys can see from the gameplay, the game was never in question. It was definitely a walk in the park. 22-0. And I mean, that's a wrap. We're gonna move on to game 4. And what's crazy is after that, these guys came right back. So I'm like, okay, maybe they changed something up. Maybe the gameplay changed. And in 2s, dude, it's so hard when you never get a chance to get the ball. Like you're always playing defense. And some of the best scorers, they make it hard on you, dude. Like playing 2s and never getting a chance to get a shot off or get the ball to start your offense, it's depressing. I'm not gonna lie, it's depressing. And I've been in a situation where I played 2s and we played against guys who were definitely good. You can tell they play 2s all the time. Like never getting an opportunity to get a shot off, never getting the ball to even be able to give myself a chance to win the game. Some of the best 2s players are just like that. Like they pretty much hog the ball the entire game. You won't see them make many mistakes, and then when they do, they got the big down there to bail them out. Making the right plays. When they miss shots, grabbing the offensive boards. And that's why screens are so important, because screens force the big man to come out and switch. And then it's usually the center versus the guard on the rebounds. And that's going to be a winning battle for the center 90% of the time. With Steve Nash impersonation, run around the rim, get open for a 3. He really had his jump shot down. And he greened a lot of his shots, pretty much all of them. And he doesn't have a shot meter on, which I find funny. So I thought about trying my jump shot without my shot meter. But I'm very, very, quote unquote, flexible with my release. Because I struggle shooting the ball sometimes and knowing my jump shot. Maybe not having my shot meter on will get me used to it, make me improve my shooting. But I definitely struggle sometimes with my jump shot. And flexible releases, once again, one of the badges I always felt like I needed. I said before the game came out and I realized that it was a badge, I said I was getting it and I was gonna put it on Hall of Fame. Like, it's not that I don't know my jump shot. I know sometimes my jump shot fluctuates, always. I don't know why. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow. Like when I'm playing with people who have diamond, my jump shot window for green slow up. So sometimes it throws me off. or people who don't have diamond, and I get used to playing with somebody who has diamond. All that makes a difference when I'm trying to get my jump shot down. So I have to get flexible release to kind of compensate for that. And this guy was doing the same move to me the entire game. Like, he literally started dribbling, did it behind the back, to the middle, went to the post up. And he got me the first time, but it was a great hop step. Every time after that, I kind of caught on. As you'll see, he's about to do it again, literally. So catch the ball from the wing, behind the back, to the post up. And he did it so frequently. See? His post up was kind of cheesy. Like, he did that play the entire game, post me up, and basically was trying to force shots on me. Or he wanted me to jump, that's what it was. He wanted me to jump, which I told you before, I don't play defense like that. Like, I rarely jump on defense. Green again. After that shot, or after their last missed shot, we kind of put ourselves in the mindset that we were just going to finish this game. They probably won't get the ball back. So, he really played a lot of ISO in this game. He didn't have to use screens as much, but the center was definitely not guarding me at all. And even after Green in the shot, like, I'm the type of center that when I see a center standing on the three-point line, I automatically think he can shoot. So I'm not gonna leave him open. So I'll go guard him, even if he hasn't proved he can shoot. Because my first understanding is, hey, he's standing out there. There's a reason why he's standing out there. He must be able to shoot. So I'll go out there and guard him to make sure he doesn't get a shot off. Even after making the green that I just made, the three, he still wasn't really guarding me. Look at him. Green. Gonna learn one way or another. I don't know, man. Bigs just, they're so precedented on standing in the paint that they'd rather let a person shoot, no matter how good the jump shot is, how comfortable they are with it, or how many greens they made in the game. They'd rather just let you shoot and sit in the paint and hope for a miss and grab a rebound. But the meta's changing, and shooting bigs are where it's at. We're gonna end this on a good note with a long tray ball. Bang! Game. Wasn't green, but it was definitely a bucket. So guys, 4 games in the book, 4 game sweep. Another 2K exclusive from the one and only Miho King. Guys, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe to the page, and I'm out. Peace.